Hey, what's up, listeners? Just a reminder to check the description for any information mentioned in the episode. Also, contact the crew on Twitter at What's the Remedy, on IG at What's the Remedy Podcast, or email us at What's the Remedy Podcast at gmail.com with any questions, comments, concerns, or topics. And don't forget to give us 5 stars and leave a review on iTunes, SoundCloud, or YouTube. Now let's get this show started.
If I could go back in time, I would do it all over again because there's nothing like the college experience, especially you go off to college. And some of the people that you meet and some of the things that you do, whatever, you probably wouldn't do at home. Mm-hmm. So I would never tell anybody don't do that.
I do want my kids to experience
that.
And I believe a degree do open doors that even if it's the degree they ain't in that field or wherever you're trying to get that job, once they see you being educated, it's like you skip over like Susie, Becky, and them that just don't have anything.
Like I say, in a degree, like I say, I don't value when people that have a degree and people that don't have a degree. Mm-hmm. There's no difference. The only thing that degree does is get you into more places easier.
It does.
And so I don't tell anybody not to do stuff like that.
When the bills coming early and your girl is the latest and she's saying that she's down, but the crib always vacant and you do $1 work, but it's pennies that you making and you trying to be the greatest. You gotta get creative when you from the side of town where the kids hardly make it and you try to ease your mind, but the pigs always hating and your freedom's on the line and it's that you facing and you trying to be the greatest.
All right, what's up? It's your boy Dr. J.
Day one.
Ashley, right? I like that. What's up?
All right, this is What's the Remedy, our weekly conversation over, mental health, racial issues, social issues, and all the other shit that plagues society. How's y'all weekend, man?
Mother's Day was good.
Oh, yeah.
Mother's Day was good.
Ain't happy Mother's Day, belated to all the mothers.
Yeah, belated Mother's Day.
So I decided I'm gonna start taking my birth control.
What the fuck?
What is that got to do? What?
Oh,
what the fuck?
Yeah.
That means set your Mother's Day out.
I'm gonna get a gift next year, nigga.
She's trying to participate next year.
I'm gonna get a gift next year.
Tired of being on the sideline.
You goddamn right. I'm like, everybody was saying, Happy Mother's Day. Oh, Ashley, you ain't no mama. I was like, y'all fucking right.
Well, happy early Mother's Day, Ashley.
That's what's up. Me and the kid gonna be here on the podcast. I ain't fucking playing.
Oh, shit.
Keep your badass kid out of here.
Get away.
Keep your badass kid out of here.
This is America.
Yeah, you're right. That's America. Have badass kids trying to take them everywhere.
Why my kid gotta be bad though? You never know. They might be the opposite of me. They might be the opposite of me. I'm the opposite of my mom.
Oh well, maybe you'll have a great kid then.
Yeah.
Hey,
kid be looking at you like, damn it, mom.
Speak it to existence.
But yeah. So what y'all get your mom?
I bought her some shoes and some flowers.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I got card, flowers and stuff, balloons.
And she got me. Happy Mother's Day.
James Avery had a special. That's what I got my mom. Well, me, my sister, and brother. Bought the charms with the bracelet. Yeah, I'm sure that was a hot thing because that was a deal. So
my mom got that. She don't even wear that shit. That's
why they always be packed.
I didn't even know. Okay, so it just worked out the way it did because my mama was like, when she got it, she's like, I've always wanted a charm bracelet. I was like, oh shit, for real?
That's what's up. You always buy more charms to put on anything and everything.
Yeah, she was like, I've been wanting to put charms
because y'all do have, get your girl like a Pandora, James Avery.
Yeah, because my mom, she was a cheerleader in college and shit. So but she went to North Texas. So and this was in the 70s. So it was like she's the only black person.
Oh wow!
So all the rest of the cheerleaders are white, and she was like, all the white cheerleaders used to have these charm bracelets, and they'd be getting charms every time something would happen in their lives and stuff. And she was like, she could never get one, and so she had always wanted a charm bracelet since then. And I was like, well, I didn't even know that. Shout out to James Avery.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That was a pretty good look.
Yeah, and then I get me a charm bracelet next year. Yeah.
We're gonna put the baby feet as your first charm.
Mm-hmm. That's what's up. Yeah, I think I'm playing.
Who's gonna give you the baby? Who you gonna have a baby for?
Right now, I am taking applications.
I'm about to say, the way you talking, go get you a charm with a door open and shit, and nobody there.
Shut the fuck up.
Absentee charm and shit.
Yeah. This is America.
Random nigga.
Random nigga charm.
Why y'all bringing that into existence? I'm trying to keep that nigga there, dog.
Get a charm with the Texas, a random nigga, a random nigga Texas.
Random nigga out of Texas.
Y'all never know what may happen.
I'm not wishing that for you.
You're absolutely right.
Anyway.
We could be completely wrong. So what else happened this weekend? So the other big thing this weekend was grad season.
Shout out to the graduation.
Congratulations.
Yeah, my little brother graduated from A&M College Station. You know, it was a good look.
You know what I'm saying?
Aggie, whoop.
Oh my God.
Whoop.
Yeah.
Woo.
I don't know if we're supposed to say it or not, but
Fuck it, giggle.
hey, every time they did it in the ceremony, I did it too. Whoop.
Yeah.
I was right there with them.
Say giggle.
Nah.
Gig 'em. Whoop.
Negative.
Yeah, well, I mean, anyway. So like, it was cool to see everybody graduate. You know, every time grad season comes, you see all the Instagram pictures and
I love
Facebook posts of my little cousin graduated.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. I just hate to be like the Debbie Downer. Every time I look at them, I be like, all right, y'all just started. Like, you're young.
Yeah, they're just happy to get the hell up out of
there.
there.
David Downer, I'd be like, you should stay in as long as you can.
Yes, please go. And like, that was my issue. So, I mean, we're going to get into it in a second, but like, that was my biggest issue, is that I should just stayed in college longer. Enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like, you remember, have y'all seen Billy Madison?
Yeah.
Where he goes back to elementary school and he's like, I can't wait to be in high school like you. He's like, no, enjoy it. Cherish it.
Yeah.
That's how I feel every time somebody graduates from college. I'd be like, no, go back.
Yeah.
Don't come out here into the real world. Just go back. Go back and enjoy it. Have fun.
Tell them the real world ain't going nowhere.
And they ain't going nowhere. And you're going to look back and be like, damn, college was the shit. That was the best time of my life. And now look at me.
You didn't have shit. Like I say, how many times we scrunched up $5 and get some links and put on the pit.
And that's funny though, cause like when we were in college, it was like we didn't have shit. Like we had no money. We had like we always struggling. I was scrounging up, like I was pulling together change for 40s. Yeah. Black and Miles, because
you even over 40? Food. You drunk 40?
Yeah, we had a friend that were taking a lot of 40s and stuff like that. So and you had to.
I kind of, I became acclimated into that life. To where we drank 40s and drank smoked blacks.
Drink 40s, drink 211s.
211s. And then 211s.
211?
Then 211 started making the 40s.
Yeah.
Man.
The worst kind of cheap beer you can find.
Hey, you get fucked up off of just 140 and that 40 be $2.
Yeah.
You pay $2 for a 40 and you be drunk.
It was the Taco Vodka beers.
No, I was about to say, I did Taco Vodka.
Oh, yeah. You too.
Yeah. 211
I didn't like
beer
back then.
You remember I used to walk into, like, they be having, like, practice and stuff in the, where they had practice? Like, the old architecture building?
Step practice and stuff?
And I'd be walking in there with a 211 in my hand on campus. No, those are the good old days. I used to be a drunk.
Yeah, sitting on the porch.
I mean, you pouring up right now. I don't know what to say.
No, that was good days, though. I'm saying sitting on the porch, whatever. You come outside to get a black, and the black is gone because somebody done pulled up by your house and smoked it.
Took your black off the porch.
Yeah, off the windowsill and drive off.
Yep.
And stuff.
You can't leave blacks around niggas.
Or niggas being at your house. You're not even at home, but they're at your house waiting on you to get home.
That was me. Eating up the groceries, whatever little groceries were there. I'm gonna eat them hoes. Oh, y'all got something to drink in here? Bet. I'm gonna drink that too. Cause niggas ain't had no money. So it was the good times, man.
Yeah.
You were bumming and having a great time. I miss those good old days before responsibilities.
Oh yeah.
When I thought I had responsibilities and I had none.
You had none at all.
Anywho, that leads us.
Just sad right now. I'm just sad.
Yeah, that leads us into our main segment, which is, our check yourself segment for today.
Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Come on, check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Our check yourself segment is basically over degrees and getting degrees and, all the shit that comes with graduating from college. So what is I guess my first question for everybody is, what is your fondest memory of your collegiate years? Or that don't work? You didn't have no fond memories?
I'm trying.
You making faces and shit.
I am. You have some fond memories?
My fondest memory just being in school, just really like what we were just talking about, just really just kicking it. Like the stuff that you got tired of seeing niggas, whatever, at your house. When they didn't come, you be like, where everybody at?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because we used to just have kick it sessions with.
Did y'all work and go to school?
At the end, I did.
Oh.
Yeah, I said, I was working at the end. I didn't.
Yeah,
I went 7 o'clock at night to 3 o'clock in the morning, and I remember my roommate still had people at the motherfucking house.
At 3 in the morning?
Yes.
Hey, it's lit.
Yeah, that's how it used to be.
But the crazy part was, like, I was good with it. I was like, okay. The only thing I didn't like, it ain't no fine. Okay, we'll talk about fine. This is fine. This smooth. I didn't like little shit. roommates, but
what didn't you like? Okay.
you bringing random niggas that we met at the club all party. Like, why the fuck are they in here?
College, baby.
No, not when you. That's not when you coming out the restroom in your towel. You think nobody in that bitch.
Oh,
so I'm walking
no.
around, then I see a nigga just come from her room. Like, what the fuck?
See, I guess it's different for females because we didn't really have that issue. Like if it was a random female, they'd be like, oh shit, I don't give a fuck.
Damn, how many times that happened? We walk in somebody in the living room or whatever. We just come out the room,
chilling. You
like,
knew they was in there. I never knew that person was in there.
No,
and I don't know that.
Sometimes you didn't.
I ain't know that nigga. And you a dude. So now how you think I feel? I don't know this nigga. This is probably Ralph the rapist. I don't know.
Ralph the rapist.
That's fucked up to say.
That's quite a name.
Yeah, that's what I came up with.
Yeah, that's quite the name. Ralph the rapist.
But no.
Yeah, no, but I guess for dudes in college, it was more or less like, I mean, if niggas was bringing random girls through, it was just known. Like, we would just be like, oh, okay.
We just be sitting on the couch or sitting outside, just like, what's up?
Yeah, we say what's up. We might even speak, have a conversation, move on about our day. Like,
It was easy for me to find dates back then. Than now.
Anybody. That was like
nigga, it was
So easy.
like fish in a pond.
yeah, like shooting fish in a barrel. Like they just there.
Pretty much.
You just it's whether or not
But
you really hit
it seems
one.
like niggas really tried to date you back then.
Like date or
they were-
just ask you out.
They were dating. I went on dates.
Like they took you to restaurants and shit?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like towards the end, it was like that because you had to kind of separate yourself from other people, especially if it was like you feel you got your top notch.
I guess I was never in a position in college to be like going for like the love of my life kind of thing where like I never
I don't think the
dated
nigga was going
anybody.
for the love of his
Well, I'm
life. He was
saying,
trying to hit, but you gonna take me out.
But I guess let me just stop. I'll just stop. How
Yeah.
about that?
Go stop that shit.
Let me just stop that right there. Cause I didn't have
But
that.
like I say, now as we get older, we like, yeah, shit, I ain't going to no dates or no movies, whatever.
Yeah, I don't want-
but in college, whatever, that was the thing.
It
Like
was.
if you taking somebody to the movies, whatever, you really fuck with that person.
And it was cheap.
I had a nigga cry on the sofa with me.
For what?
We were listening to
He cried to a song?
yeah, dog.
Oh, that nigga was trying hard.
What sensitive ass nigga you talking to?
Yeah, I seen him this weekend.
Oh shit.
Oh, wow. Never mind.
He married now. Good luck.
I'm sure he is. Sensitive ass.
Hell yeah. It worked on somebody.
Shut up. This shit ain't work on
He
me.
said, play sensitive brother.
He must
Yeah, because that's some game.
man, it's some game. I left.
Yeah. But no. Okay, so I brought that up because like we said, like
Every time I close my eyes, I thank the Lord that
Sing it.
I got you.
that's what I was listening to?
No, it was some old shit because he liked old school music, and I was like, this music really chill. I was chilling. He was cooking. Nigga sat down, started like put his hands in his head. Like,
Oh
hands
no,
on-
that nigga was playing.
He put his
Nigga
head in
had
his
to play.
hands and then start crying. I was like, you alright? I pat his back. I was like, I'm gonna go. And I ain't eat no food. I was fucking mad I ain't eat no food, but I had to get up out of there.
Yeah, no, that was some
He
weird
made me
shit.
so nervous.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
what
it
that
was Donnie Hathaway.
Which song's Donnie Hathaway say?
That come on, y'all. Never mind, I'm messing up.
I'm gonna say I
have no idea.
get Donnie Hathaway
I know the
and
song.
Jeffrey Osborne and all of those
Oh
mixed
yeah.
up.
Like,
So.
but back then I liked the old niggas, so
And so he was.
he
into
wasn't
that.
even old, but I liked old stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that crybaby ass nigga. Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
alphas. Anyway,
Oh wow.
Anyway,
I threw that in there.
don't worry, this is all getting edited out anyway. That's why I put the timestamp down.
Yeah. Say Dr. J, find that nigga.
Oh,
We talk about this shit after the show.
I don't remember his
I was like, we have
name
to talk
though,
about this
y'all.
off air because I really want to know who
Like, I
niggas
don't
was
think you
crying
probably was
like
there
that.
for review at that time. I don't remember. You probably was there, but
But I'm saying if he was there, like I
Yeah,
know
that-
some of the older ones because my sister was.
oh
in the
yeah, because
organizations
okay, it was
already.
around Crystal knew that nigga, and we went to Sir Shack, and that's why I met his motherfucker.
Okay, what's up?
Ooh,
Okay,
yeah, we're gonna talk about that offline. But
Game of the
so
Blues.
anyway, back to what I was saying. Like, so my point is like it was some great times in college, all that kind of stuff. So, what is one of the worst things that you learned after you got out of college? What was the pitfalls that you run into when you finally leave?
That this degree ain't shit.
What you mean?
Basically, I know people that don't have degrees making more money than me.
Ooh,
making way more money than me and happy than a motherfucker.
Like twice as much as I'm making.
That's the big thing. Like people with no degrees that's making a lot more money.
And they ain't in no debt. No debt. When you hear somebody say no debt, you like, what the fuck was I thinking following this road path?
Yeah, I think that's the worst part. Like you say, to know that it's so many people that I know that's not even in a degree, working in a degree. They're working in so much other shit and stuff. You're an engineer by a degree, but you driving trucks.
Right.
For real?
Yeah, I know people like that.
I gotta ask some type of question.
Because they learned that like they could be searching for an engineering job or they could just pick up this truck driving job and make good money. Like you make a lot of good money doing that job.
You're right, but
you could have done it without going to college.
Yeah.
Oh.
And so like now you have a whole college degree that you really not using. You just, the only thing you got a college degree for is them loans you got to pay back that you using these other jobs to pay for.
Yeah. And if you want to go back into that field, you could, but you might be in a job for like 5 years and get laid off or less than that.
Yeah. Like you've established yourself in a job that don't even require a college degree now. Cause like, okay, so my thing is this. So I know people that didn't go to college. They spent the next 4 years after high school working some random job, either for the city or, anywhere. And like after that 4 years, they moved up, became like supervisors and managers and stuff like that. And supervisors and managers and everything, they give them training and everything else. They move them up to like almost 6 figures. So like they just went through 4 years of just working and they're making more money than I make. And they have no student loans because they never went to college. Or they may have gone to like vocational school, where vocational school is like $5,000. You know what I'm saying?
For
like
trades and stuff like that.
Yeah, you go to trade school and you pay a fraction of what you pay for college, or like a small fraction of what you pay for college. Because college right now, 4 years of college will probably cost you on a low end, like if you had a state school, about $50,000. So you can be in debt when you get done with your 4 years, about $50,000-$60,000. Whereas if you go to like trade school, go to it for like maybe a year, pay like $5,000, and you could be a welder, and you're welding making 6 figures straight out, and you like 19 years old.
That's what my cousin did.
Yeah, like they make a lot of money.
But that's like it changed, like something with the government changed after my freshman year, after 2001. 12 hours, like in 2001. I think you paid between $1,500 to $1,800 for 12 hours. Mm-hmm. If you got 12 hours now, it's probably like over $3,500. Probably more than that. You know what I'm saying? So you're paying like about a good $6,000, and that's just at that kind of school. You go to another school like A&M or something like that. You know what I'm saying? You're paying probably like 10 G's for just 12 hours.
Right.
Wow.
Or if you want to go to like a private school, you go to Baylor or something like that, and you paying like double that.
Yeah.
The fuck are you paying? Oh.
You paying for the school?
Well, yeah, you're paying for the school and their facilities and stuff like that, because at the end of the day, when you're in some of these classes, they tell you at the end of the day, when you get your degree, you're only going to use probably 20 to 30% of what you've learned here, because wherever you go, they're going to reteach you to do stuff how they want you to do. Mm-hmm. So pretty much you're going to school to get the basics down, the core stuff, so they don't have to teach you again of the core things.
Right.
But they're going to reteach you everything anyway.
Okay, I have a question.
Okay.
Would you do it again if you
It would be more fucking avoid, like if I knew that, like let's say, because I think I'd have been good with like welding or something. Like if I'd have thought about that kind of stuff, I never even got presented that as an option in high school or any time, because my mom was like, you going to college.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of ingrained in you early, is that you have to go to college so you can get a job. But then I didn't learn until like I was in the teaching field and I was teaching kids and I was trying to talk to them about education. I had a lot of kids that weren't college material. They wasn't going to make it. So like I started talking to them about trade school, and I learned that like trade school is actually like a good look for a lot of people.
So why don't they teach that more for kids?
They do now. Like in the system now, they kind of, well, I know the kids that I work with, I do special education though, but even in like some of the bad classes that I had that weren't special education, the kids were just bad. We do push a lot more like trade school on people now. Like
cosmetology.
I don't know if many people push cosmetology, but I would push cosmetology on people because I think it's something people are good at.
It's like I say, it's just it's like I learned a lot of stuff over time. Like, yeah, one of the biggest negatives is the student loans.
Yeah.
But like you saying, like just learning stuff. If I could go back in time, I would do it all over again because there's nothing like the college experience, especially you go off to college. And some of the people that you meet and some of the things that you do, whatever, you probably wouldn't do at home. Mm-hmm. So I would never tell anybody don't do that.
I do want my kids to experience
that.
And I believe a degree do open doors that even if it's the degree that ain't in that field or wherever you're trying to get that job, once they see you being educated, it's like you skip over like Susie, Becky, and them that just don't have anything.
Like I say, in a degree, like I say, I don't value when people have a degree and people that don't have a degree. Mm-hmm. There's no difference. The only thing that degree does is get you into more places easier.
It does.
And so I don't tell anybody not to do stuff like that. Like I said, if I could go back in time, I could do it all over again. I would still drink that old, what's name bottle. But I would tell people to go, but I would do it. If I could do it, I would do it differently. Like I would go into one of the programs they do in high school now. Where you can get your associates going into college.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And stuff I'm like, I wish I knew some shit like that beforehand.
Did they have that one with high school?
They did.
I remember some people taking like college courses, but they didn't get no associates.
They did, but they didn't pub it like that.
They didn't pub you.
That's what I was gonna say. If I went back and did it again, I wouldn't because I took a shitload of AP courses. Like I took all AP courses.
You was a smart arts nigga.
Yeah, I was kinda. But like, so I took.
Made the program.
Oh, you okay? I was okay. Fuck y'all. Anyway,
regular.
But yeah, so like,
yeah.
No, okay, that's a whole other topic. I'm gonna tell you about that in a second. But it's like I took all like AP courses, right? Mm. But in AP courses, like if you don't take the test, then it don't matter. Like you just took the test. You took a hard ass class for no reason.
Yeah.
So like me, I took all those AP classes and I only took one test. The only test I took was English 3, which was the English test that you had to take to get out of English comp.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I didn't take English comp in college because I tested out of it. But like if I went back and did it again, I wouldn't take AP courses. I would take all dual credit courses because they had them offered.
Yeah.
But I was always told that AP courses are more important. So like I was like, oh, okay, well I'll take AP courses because they said, well, your colleges are going to look at that and say, oh, you did AP courses, you legit. But I could have taken dual credit courses and been through like my whole freshman year of college by the time I got there, at least. Wow. So like, I think if I went back and did it again, at least as far as that goes, if I know I'm going to go to college, I'm going to set myself up. Like Wash was saying, to get like my associates before I even get there. Cause a lot of people are doing that now. And you get all your basics out the way. Cause a lot of them basics are bullshit. Yeah. And I'm just going to put it like that.
But the bullshit and you fuck your GPA up.
Right. Like you fucking up your GPA for if I'm going to school to be, I don't know. I'm trying to think of something just off the wall. But if I'm doing something in the field that doesn't have shit to do with biology, then why am I taking college biology? Yeah. Why am I taking college algebra and I want to do art? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, there's certain things like if you know the basics of math, you don't need algebra, you don't need biology, you don't need history. What do you need history for?
Didn't they take that out or they took government out, right?
No.
They didn't take government.
They didn't take shit out.
I liked history, okay? I did like my history professor.
But I mean, I like my history. My history professor was cool in a bitch. My history professor was Dr. Jones at PV. I don't know if he's still there. That nigga was in the nation. He was the former Nation of Islam member, and so he would tell us all the Black Panther shit. He would tell us everything. Like that was the most interesting history class I ever had. But I still don't think it was necessary. I liked it and I learned a lot. Mm-hmm. But like, for me, I like trivial information, but I feel like that's trivial information for me. Cause like, there's nowhere in anything that I do now do I need to know what happened.
You do to tell your children.
1876.
You do need to tell you do.
For what?
So you want to repeat history.
No, but this is the thing though. A lot of that shit, if you had AP class, like you say in college, high school, you learn the same shit.
You learn the same shit.
He didn't learn about the Black Panthers where he was.
No, I'm saying that was
exclusive to that teacher and at PV.
That's what you learned from it.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying I didn't learn. I'm saying that I don't think it was necessary.
And then too, like I say, with some colleges or whatever, like I said, I felt jilted a little bit when after I did PV, whatever, and did engineering and stuff like that. I went back, tried to do another route, and I got my associates. And then in those classes, I'm talking about like professors as engineering backgrounds, this and that. And some of the stuff they taught me was some of the stuff I learned at Prairie View, but I learned faster.
You learned faster at the
HCC.
Wow, really?
Because the way they taught.
Yeah.
Like it was concepts that I still fully didn't get when I was at Prairie View that they taught me, and it clicked. And it was the same shit.
Wow.
But it was just the way they went about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's just crazy. I was like, well, fuck, I feel like I just wasted time.
I just feel like once you get to the college level, because like you said, we learn all the basics in high school. I mean, everybody don't pay attention, everybody don't really learn, but the people that want to learn something gonna learn something. I mean, but like once you get to college, I feel like you should be able to decide what you're spending your money on, because now I'm paying you for school. Well, I didn't pay in college, but like if my money is going into it. Then I should be able to decide, okay, I don't really need college biology.
Right,
I don't need algebra. Let me take that out. I do need my major courses like this engineering course, or I need my major courses like this arts and humanities course or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are courses that I actually need for what I want to do with my life. If it's a course that don't have shit to do with my life, I think I should be able to know, to talk to somebody and be like, I don't think this should be in my degree plan. And they should work with you to be like, you know what? That's one of those basic courses that they say that you're supposed to take, but you don't have to. Don't take it. You know what I'm saying? Once the money gets involved, I just think it's a whole waste because student loans is a major issue now.
Yeah.
Like, people are owing 6 figures and only have a bachelor's degree. And, you know, the jobs that you get with a bachelor's degree don't pay half of what a 6-figure loan should be.
That you will never finish paying on.
Yeah, you're never going to finish paying on. Like, I just seen on Twitter the other day, a lady was like 92 and just got another degree.
Yeah.
People were like, that's going to be me. Because as long as you're in school, you don't have to pay.
Yeah.
So you just keep going back to school.
That's me right now. I'll keep on applying for classes right now so I can keep some shit.
Keep your part-time student status, and you never have to pay your
all you need
back.
is 6 hours.
Yeah.
And then you don't have to pay shit back.
Get out of here.
Take you 6 hours every once in a while, every like 4 months, because at 6 months they start making you pay back. So as long as within the first 4 months after you get finish your other ones, take another class and defer. And people are deferring. The other thing is, if you're a teacher, you have unlimited deferment. So if you work as a teacher, you can, like most people, they limit your number of years. Like, you're going to do up to like 5 years, maybe.
Yeah, they give you so much time that you can use to.
Yeah, and then after that, you cannot defer anymore. You have to pay. But if you're a teacher, you have unlimited deferment. So like, you can say, hey, this year I'm not going to pay. And you can just call Sally Mae or whoever has your loan, and they'll be like, oh, okay, well, we'll see you next year.
Because like, for a teacher, after a certain point in time, don't they eliminate your loans or whatever?
No. So for teachers, if you want to get rid of your loans, like, they have public service loan forgiveness, but that's for anybody that works public service. That's counselors, firefighters, anybody. If you work in public service, you can sign up for public service loan forgiveness. And if you sign up for public service loan forgiveness and you make payments on your loan on time every month for 10 years, 120 payments, then they'll forgive whatever's left after you paid that for 10 years.
That's bullshit.
Yes, very much so. Because what they do is they're going to find a loophole in there and be like, well, I mean, you missed a payment here. You were a few days late.
On this
10 years, damn.
So for 10 years, you cannot have one late payment or anything. And then if after 10 years you made all your payments on time, they qualify your payments and they say, all right, cool, we'll forgive whatever's left. And so, I mean, it could be a good thing. Like, you could have a good $30,000 still left to pay and they just forgive the rest of it. But I don't know. Student loans college is a scam. That's about me.
Yeah, like I say, it's a benefit, but then it's a hindrance at the same time. Because, like I say, having your getting your degree or whatever, it puts you into certain places that you couldn't get in without it. Yeah. But it's also a hindrance, whatever, because all the money that was spent to get that opportunity is kind of fucking you, because whatever you're going to make is not going to pay off what you owe. So it's a double-edged sword. Yeah,
and like, there's no job. And I guess what ended up happening with college is this. So like, when our parents were younger, like, they were forced to like be like, you need a bachelor's degree to get a job. And so now it's gotten to a point where they've like, okay, well, you have to have a bachelor's to get a job. So now everybody has a bachelor's degree. Like, well, a lot of people do.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot more people with bachelor's degrees now than there were before. So now they've upped it to where, like, you can have a job with a bachelor's degree, but it's going to be hard to get. What you can do is go ahead and get a master's degree and we'll get you a better job. So that's just going to put you further in debt. which is what happened to me. Cause like, okay, my bachelor's degree, I had a full ride. So I was like, I'm not gonna have no loans. Well, of course I fucked it up. That's a whole nother story. I fucked it up and lost my scholarship. But anyway, so.
Hey, it's real life, brother.
It's real life. But anyway,
having fun.
I still barely had any loans by then. Like it was very few. I didn't have that much money on there anyway. But then, so like I went back and I got a master's, but my master's was like $50,000. So I ended up being right back in debt anyway. So like it's starting. It's like a slope that's it keeps getting worse and worse, and eventually it's gonna come to a tipping point.
You're just gonna have to strip.
No. The government just ain't gonna get their money. That's what's gonna end up happening.
Nah, but like I say, if they really wanted to help the government and help people in general, they would eliminate student loans, because I guarantee you the economy would soar because so much money would go into buying different shit.
Yeah.
Because like I said, when you don't have student loans, whatever, you realize how much money you have left to spend on certain things, whatever.
They're not gonna do that.
Somebody might eventually do it because it's gonna become a problem. It's already a problem now.
Right.
But when people start being like, I can't pay shit, or I can't pay you your money because I owe student loans, then somebody gonna have to focus on it.
There's gonna have to come a time where they be like, you know what? Everybody owes too much money. We ain't finna get this money back. So let's figure out what we gonna do.
Okay, I can't wait.
Well, I don't know if they're gonna erase it because they want that money.
Because that's the thing too. Like they're gonna have to fuck somebody to help everybody else out, because really it's not gonna help us out. They're going to be like, oh, we'll give them their money back because they're going to spend it other places, because now the government is so much in debt on some other shit that they're going to have to get another surplus of money some kind of way.
Right.
So we'll fuck the education part up. We'll fuck them to basically help all the other markets out.
That's basically what they do into education, but that's a whole nother conversation, because like public education is cutting funds all over the place because they ain't got no money.
I read that.
Yeah, it sucks.
And
being in the school system, it really sucks.
Are they getting rid of teachers like in HISD?
Yes, they are.
Well, it's because people stealing money and shit. People was, if they wasn't stealing it, they was putting money in the wrong places and not allocating it.
Yeah, money.
So just fuck the kids.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's at the end of the day, it's all about money. It don't matter about the people. It don't matter about the kids. It don't matter about education. It's about the money.
Because if the kid's not getting the money and the teacher's not getting the money, then where the fuck the money going?
The top is, that's why all districts are top heavy, because the people at the top get paid a lot. Like a lot. Like not even just superintendents for one, because like superintendent just left HISD, who was making about $500,000 a year.
What the?
And so like then
I think about his superintendent for the whole HISD.
For all the HISD. But then then you have things like head coaches. Like one of the head coaches at Katy was making $120.
Yeah.
And so, like, he's just a head football coach and athletic director for that high school, and he makes $120,000 a year. But then you have to couple that with the fact that the principal there was making over 6 figures, and then the APs usually make around like 80 or 90,000. So, like, you have all these people, and then like, so that's just in the school. When you get to the administration building, you got hundreds of people making 6 figures up there.
That ain't doing shit.
Doing shit. Don't even deal with kids at all. But then you have the teachers that actually deal with the kids.
Making less money, looking stressed out, getting beat up.
The ones that actually deal with the kids make like 40-something thousand.
Yeah, starting out, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're making $40-something thousand.
You didn't do really good if you in the high 50s.
But they're the ones that are most stressed because they got to deal with the kids, and they making less than half of what everybody else is making. But like I said, that's a whole nother conversation, aside from the fact that college is getting their money. And the people that get, and that's what, the end of the day, that's all that matters is the money. And so that's why I feel like college is, I don't want to say it's a scam because it's beneficial to people. Cause like if you go to college, get your degree, do what you're supposed to do, and you know what I'm saying, and you fall into the field that you actually want to be passionate about, then it'll work for you. But if you end up, going to college, I'm trying to figure out my life, I'm going to hang around here for a couple of years, I don't really know what I'm going to do, then you're going to end up losing a whole bunch of money and somebody pocketing that shit.
Yeah, that's how it used to be. It used to be college was the place to figure out what you want to do with your life. Now you better know what the fuck you're trying to do when you go into college, because you're going to screw yourself.
Yeah, you're going to fuck yourself out of a whole bunch of money if you don't know. So
yeah, don't try to figure your life out in college.
Bottom line,
this is America.
And college is a scam.
No.
This is America.
Pretty much.
All right, moving right along.
You dropped some of your whiskey?
Yeah, I dropped a little whiskey on my paper.
A little taste.
But anyway, we're gonna move on to the lying about segment.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God. Stop your fucking lying.
What they lying about?
So what they are lying about today? Well, one of the things, it wasn't that much going on because I ain't really been on social media that much. But one of the things I saw when I was on Twitter, I guess it was last week, it was a dude on there. And so like this is kind of a common occurrence, and that's why I wanted to bring it up. So the story that happened on Twitter was a dude had been like conversing. I like to say conversing now because I used to like saying conversate.
That's conversate.
Conversate was my favorite word. Yeah. But conversing, since that's the correct way to say it, there was a dude conversing on there with a young lady, and they had been like going back and forth, DMing. Like they even found like messages between them on the timeline where they were adding each other and talking nasty to each other and stuff like that.
What you mean on the timeline?
Like just
in the inbox.
Not even in the inbox. Like just talking to each other, just
having conversation.
Having conversation, like to where other people could see, where they were just like being nasty with each other and shit like that. And so like it was cool. I mean, like, and usually, I mean, that happens on Twitter all the time, but usually it's like between, two single people. But so what ended up happening was
not in 2018.
Shit.
So what ended up happening was, so she had been talking to him, they had been texting, so she even posted some of the screenshots of their text conversations and stuff, and like so they had been texting hot and heavy. Hot and heavy for like a year. Yeah. And then so like she got, because Facebook be nosy. Yeah. So when she got on Facebook one day and the people you may know popped up, and this dude face popped up, and she's like, "Oh, this nigga look familiar." And so she opened it up, and he had like wedding pictures and his family, and she's like, "Oh, this nigga is married."
Wow.
And so it kind of brings up the point that
y'all niggas be lying.
Nigga, everybody be lying. That's the whole point.
He hit a whole family.
People be lying on the internet. That's just what happens.
True. But damn, people y'all good at that shit.
I mean, women do shady shit too.
I ain't never hit a family.
You ain't never hit a family, but somebody had.
Yeah.
I know, from me.
Because you can create a persona online. You don't have to,
I can be whoever the fuck I want.
You don't have to be Ashley. You can be Dominica. Veronica.
I'm from the Dominican.
Yeah, you can.
Like a motherfucker.
Yeah. All you gotta do is put one of them flags off of the emojis.
Yeah, dumbass niggas. Y'all fall for that shit.
I'm gonna put the Haitian one.
And then y'all fall for them dumbass like filters. Let me put a whole bunch of them
put your little deer filter on there. Little deer nose.
I look so much better as an animal.
I put the heart filter on my shit with the little hearts that float above you.
You like that?
Yeah. To be fine.
So somebody put that on Facebook talking about y'all got niggas on here liking y'all pictures like they watching the episode. What's that? Zoo? What was it?
The cartoon?
Yeah, it was like the live action of the people. They were dressed up like animals and shit.
Yeah.
You bet y'all lies.
But I mean that kind of brings up. Okay, so like.
So what did he say?
I mean, he didn't defend himself. He was like,
I'm married. And he was just on that shit.
He's like, I'm just been on here talking.
No,
he said basically they didn't do anything because they didn't.
And then they're just talking. They never met, right?
He put her on blast too. He posted some shit that she put.
Yeah, he did. I don't remember what he put though.
He a whole ass nigga. He almost got me till he did that shit.
Yeah, he put some shit, but he put some. I forgot what he said, but it showed shit that she was doing too. Oh, because she was in a relationship.
Oh, she was in a relationship. That's right.
Okay, now y'all ain't say that shit.
Yeah, she was in, okay.
So we both lying.
Yeah.
Fuck, bitch, you gotta come correct when we get there.
So after he started posting all the shit about her relationship,
so
she came back.
But he knew about it.
He didn't know until she brought up all the shit on him. So he started researching her.
Damn.
Like I don't know why they hadn't researched each other before that.
Yeah.
You don't really do. I mean, people do that. Like I had a dude. Oh my god, slide in my DMs, and then I was like, okay, I gave him my phone number. Fuck it, I'm gonna shoot your shot, sir. Let me see how it go.
Yeah.
So basically, he got on the phone and started talking. Then he started going through all my Instagram pictures. It made me feel so weird. Like he was like, "Oh, you like to change your hair up a lot. Oh, I like this picture back in 2016 with your mama." I was like, and I'm done because that shit scared me.
I mean, what's he supposed to do?
Don't tell me you going through my picture. I went through your shit. I went through his shit and see he had a daughter.
2015, you was old.
But basically, then he was like, "So you not doing nothing tonight?" I was like, I'm staying in the house. He scared the fuck out of me.
He said you ain't doing nothing tonight.
So
last Thursday you was at the touch spot.
Basically.
So what's going on?
So
he's like, hey, I text you. That's the one I told you. He said he texted me like, hey. Then I ain't text back 15 minutes. Hello. Like, fuck, nigga.
He's like, bet you hear me.
Yeah, basically.
I see that red on your text messages. But nah,
I hate that shit. I don't give a fuck if you see red. I read that bitch.
So it's okay for you to stalk before the phone call.
Right?
You just
You're not
can't
supposed to
stalk during
This
the
is
phone
what
call.
you stalk, but don't let nobody know you stalk. You supposed to see, oh, he got a daughter. Okay, he got a daughter. Okay. Oh, this is Carl. You gonna post this shit? I'ma stalk. But I don't tell me you doing this shit while I'm on the phone with you.
So you just don't want to know that somebody's stalking your pictures.
No, I don't.
It's
wanna
okay
know.
that they stalk.
I mean,
your
yeah, I do it to you.
Wait, because everybody do it.
You do it. You want to know.
But to tell you,
I wanted to see like what type I wanted to see what he kind of looked like. I see headshots. I don't know what the fuck your
He's
body
trying to
look
be
like.
transparent. That's all that
I got
was.
told that too. You take too many selfies up top. Yeah, it's probably fat. True.
angles.
Yeah, I know how to angle that
Y'all
bitch.
went to my angles.
I know how to angle that hoe. I ain't gonna lie to you. You ain't gonna catch.
You get
about
your
to-
angles, titties in the picture, that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
You
See, I ain't got
all
big
that.
titties like that.
Built like a cantaloupe.
But you gotta put, if you ain't got big titties, throw the thigh on them one day and see what happens.
The thigh.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, like a lot of women shoot that angle where they like up top and you see like the chest and then you see like the waistline, whatever.
Yeah.
But you can't tell how big that person is. They look so make them look
I
small.
do that too. Mm-hmm. Fuck it. I
People
throw
on
it
the
out there.
internet be lying.
I know.
That's just how it
Niggas
goes.
don't like it. Y'all like
You know
anything.
what this is? This is the fucking Sims.
So,
You know what I'm saying? People living through their avatars and shit.
You do whatever the
so
fuck
is
you
it
want.
wrong that I'm stalking somebody? No, I need to see what the fuck going on over here.
No, you need to know what people, especially
Damn,
somebody from online.
I really do that. I didn't know that. Even that little young nigga, I went through his shit. I had to go see what his ex-wife looked like. I was like, fuck it.
Wow. Yeah,
I was
but-
trying to see what you working with.
But I mean, and that's what I'm saying. You gotta know, because if you don't see, you don't
I
meet
wanna
these people
see-
in person. Because if you're not meeting them in person, that means the only evidence you got is whatever they got online. So you got to go through it. I guess his only mistake was that he told you that he was going through it. Because I mean, you got to go through it.
Yeah, don't tell me.
Yeah, because you do look creepy. Going through
Creepy
somebody's
as
shit at the
fuck.
time.
Or if you like a picture from
Yeah.
like 3 years ago.
And niggas
yeah,
said,
somebody like
oh my god, that scared the fuck out of me. I think he accidentally liked it because that was the only
then
one
he
he
unliked it.
Yeah, he did. I was like,
I hate shit like that. You go to my shit, oh shit.
Accidentally
I ain't
liking
like
shit.
I'm like, oh, okay, you little creep.
But yeah, so like
I
that's
get to my creeps on then.
that whole story was funny to me because like people can be married, like you can do all kinds of shit that you want to do. I mean,
Or do a background check on. I'm like the best FBI agent ever.
I feel like everybody should like, and that's my thing. If you meeting somebody online, or if you think it's even serious, your first thing should be okay. Well, let me look at the rest of their social media or something.
Because you gonna fuck up.
Yeah,
Because you're not gonna.
Oh. Anyway,
yeah, nah. So, but yeah, so that's like my
so
whole thing.
you should look at all their social media.
I think so. I mean, people gonna lie to you on that too, though, because they gonna say they don't
That's how
got
that
one.
the other nigga who never mind. he lied too. That ain't your damn waitress. That was your baby mama. I was like, wow.
Oh
yeah.
wow. Yeah, I mean, or just like they cousin.
I got a whole bunch of stories.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But people gonna lie, and that's what I'm saying. Like if you expect, but especially if you meet somebody online on some social media,
I'd rather not, and I try to wing it. I don't like.
you'd rather
it.
not know.
I'd rather not meet you online. Like that's
Oh,
weird.
okay,
He made
yeah.
me. He's scary to me. I don't ever want to go out with him.
Yeah, because you want to meet the actual person and actually take them at face
but
value
when
versus.
he stepped asking me, you gonna want to go out and work out? I guess you looking at my pictures like that shit is fun, nigga. I don't take working out like, oh, that's fun. Let's go work out.
We need to have like a whole episode on like online dating, because like not even just online dating apps, but like online dating, like you run into somebody on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter,
and people in your inbox.
and you-
Everybody I've dated online, I would never do this shit again.
But I'm saying, but like we're at a day and age now where
That's all you
it's
got.
more common that you gonna run across somebody on there than you would anywhere else.
That's true because I don't go anywhere like that.
Don't nobody go nowhere.
No.
Like they go out in once in a while, but that's it.
And nobody's social. Like two people that can meet on fucking Facebook or whatever, right? They could actually be in the same place, but they're not gonna know they're in the same place because they in their fucking phone.
Yeah, they both
How
in
is that?
Facebook on their phone while they at the place
You know what I'm
they at.
saying?
Do y'all recommend Tinder?
I haven't been on
Well,
Tinder
it's
in a long
not
time,
even
so.
about, like I say, like you say, it's not even
Like
about the
it just-
dating app.
Like just just social media.
Yeah.
Yeah, just social media in general.
I've looked back and be like, why did I go out with this dude? But I've seen like me. I should always go with my first mind, because in the beginning I wasn't trying to meet nobody off of here. Like if I ain't see you out and you talk to me in 1-on-1, I wasn't going out with you. I'm so old school. I really don't. I want to see how you act before I get on. Take my energy up, man.
No, because like you're saying, if you fall in love with somebody online, you know what I'm saying, that their energy and their actions can be totally different in person.
Yeah.
Or you may not see their whole persona, that's what's like. In this situation was like she only knew his Twitter persona and his Facebook persona was totally different.
Right. My Facebook is holy. My Instagram is semi.
Yeah.
Snapchat ratchet and motherfucker. You don't know what you might get because it deletes.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So I think that if you're talking to somebody online, given this situation or any other like it, you should probably look into that person.
Was she in love or she was just she probably was mad?
I mean, the way that she started posting everything, it seemed like she had feeling some kind of way.
But you got a dude, so you messed up their relationship. So basically, you took an L.
More about this dude.
You took 2 L's that day.
Yeah, she cared more about the imaginary dude.
She came out the day after that. She posted. She was like, "Damn, I really fucked up."
Yeah, she apologized and shit.
Yeah, she fucked up because she actually made the dude more popular.
Hell yeah.
And made herself look crazy.
She made herself look stupid, but
nope, ain't doing it.
But yeah, that's all that was really, discussion about lying about shit online. But we're gonna move right along to the last segment.
Woosah.
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 The Woosah segment for today is going to be about, well, it's kind of good when you're talking about social media and stuff, because I think the big thing for Woosah this week is just to kind of unplug from shit.
Man.
I know Ashley said it a bunch of times before, but like, I think that one of the things that came up to me this week was I've noticed that people are getting real upset about shit that don't have nothing to do with them. So like people are like really passionate.
They get invested with other people's lives.
Yeah, they're getting really invested and upset about things that are happening.
Give me an example.
Okay, so who recently got into like some relationship shit? Any relationship that okay, Fabulous and Emily B.
How she went to go support that nigga at court?
Yeah, she supported him in court. They posted the Happy Mother's Day shit, and people are all in the comments and all on Twitter and Facebook talking about, I can't believe this shit. This bitch back with him. Blah, blah, blah.
Oh, she back with him for Mother's Day. That was together.
I guess so. He posted a Mother's Day picture of her with him, her, and the baby and the kid or whatever, and she went to his court date and all that kind of stuff. She was gonna
go back.
But the thing is, like, people are like real upset about it, and I'm like, I think people really need to unplug and realize that you got enough stress in your own life.
Yeah.
To be worrying about somebody else's, like, oh, I can't believe that bitch.
For Emily B and Fabulous, get your blood pressure up.
Y'all blood pressure getting high for some shit that ain't got shit to do with you.
It's so crazy how people at work were just talking about, but I used to be like that, talking about Love and Hip Hop so hard like that. Or like Basketball Wives must have came back on.
Yeah, came back on last night.
So I heard them talking about it. I decided I'm not watching that ratchet shit no more. Like, I can't do it. And I used to be really
people get mad at this shit.
Yeah, they were like, I can't believe, like.
Did you see this shit with?
I think Evelyn did sleep with Shay. I was like, what? And caught myself trying to figure that shit out. I was like, never mind.
Y'all ever heard of some shit called like secondhand embarrassment or whatever?
Mm-mm.
It's where like you ever like, if you're watching a video of somebody and something real embarrassing is happening to them and it makes you like uncomfortable to watch it.
Yeah.
That's secondhand embarrassment. So it's like you getting a feeling for somebody that's going through something that would be embarrassing for you, but you're not even going through it.
Yeah.
I feel like people are doing that with all of their emotions. People are getting real upset. Like, I can't believe that whole ass nigga did this. Like, he's not doing anything to you though. Like, you're not even in the situation, but your blood pressure's up. You hot. You mad.
Yeah, you ready to fight.
You ready to fight. And dog, nothing in your life has anything to do with that.
Yeah,
not right now.
If these people saw you, they would look at you crazy.
But that's the problem. Like you said, your life. They don't have a life. They need to get a life, and they won't be involved with these celebrities' lives.
The thing is, I think, and this is the other part of my little Woosah segment here, is I think that people are using other people's drama to escape their own.
Okay.
So they're using, okay, I'm just gonna be fully invested in everything going on in their life. So I don't have to worry about mine. Like, if I ain't got my shit together, but I mean, look at what Emily B doing back with that nigga. Like, I mean, like, they don't have nothing to do with you. You got shit to get together in your own life. to be worrying about somebody else's.
I'm trying to think what I used to do that because I used to be. I love
A lot of people do it. People still do it.
We do that with all celebrities, all these different shows, whatever case may be. It's like you have the visions of people, like on the sports side, like the LeVar Ball stuff.
Yeah.
Also for his kids and stuff like that. You got some people that be like, this shit don't make no sense what he doing. Or yeah, other black people like, no, he's doing stuff for the black people and the black folk. He ain't doing shit for you. And you buy a $300, $400 shoe.
Yeah.
It makes no sense. But they're so invested in this person winning. It's like, what about, are you winning in your life?
Yeah, like this don't affect your life at all. But you feel like it does. So you completely invest in this rather than securing your own shit.
Can you unplug from social media?
I have a hard time, to be honest with you. But what I can do is separate, and I don't think a lot of people can do that.
What do you mean by separate?
I can separate and say, okay, this is going on social media, but when I turn my phone off, then ain't got shit to do with me no more. Like once I turn my phone off and I move on to my own shit.
Oh yeah, I can do that.
But like it's people that be like, they be mad. And that's why they can't turn their phone off. Like they'll be investing in, I need to have this conversation. I need to talk. And then like as soon as like I can be like, you know what, this don't mean shit, and I can turn it off, and I'll be all right with that. I mean, like sometimes I get invested, but the only time I get invested in anything on social media is if I'm just really bored, because I don't be doing nothing at work. Mm-hmm. So I'll be like really bored, and I'll get invested in some shit just because I need something to occupy my time. But it's never going to be to the point where I think that I use anything, and this is another thing. I don't use anything from situations that I see online to dictate anything that I do offline. Mm-hmm. Like, cause people be like, yeah, nigga, you just like them niggas in Twitter about you a Twitter nigga like them. Like, well, no, this Twitter is here and this is me in real life. Those are two totally different things.
And that's the problem. People think, cause I only have Instagram. So they be like, oh, I used to post a lot of Bible quotes. So my cousins used to kind of be like, oh, Greg, we know you going to church. I'd be like, yeah, but I'm still Ashley. We're still like, what do you mean by that?
Right.
Because you see I post this is me all the time. No, this is just what I post because this is how I feel at this time.
But that's the fucked up part too, because you'll get some people that you'll deal with, and they'll be like, you'll call them on something, and they'll tell you like, no, that's just my Instagram persona, that's just my Twitter persona, whatever. And like some people need to be more cautious about
what they post.
Like I'm saying, some stuff we post for fun, whatever. But some people, when you adamant and you put so many different views, your opinions and views on certain stuff. And then I think that's who you are.
I don't really put too much.
Yeah, I'm saying you posting quotes and stuff like that. Yeah. That's just regular stuff that people read into too much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like that. Like you watching too hard. It ain't all about that. Like all of us that we grew up, we love Jesus over here. Cause like, come on.
But also, like my other thing is, okay, even with like Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter, whatever, like a lot of people form generalized thoughts about people. Like they'll say like black men do this because well, black men ain't shit because black men all think like this one tweet from this one black man. Like all of y'all think like that.
I don't think that. Thank God.
Now that's good. That's what I'm saying. That's the way I can say I can separate.
Because I don't want y'all to think we all think like that. Right? Because black woman.
It's some shit that goes on online on Facebook statuses and Instagram posts and stuff.
I just don't like to see people write shit. So I got off anything. You gonna write a quote, a whole bunch of paragraph shit I don't want to read.
Right. And so people are like taking that shit to heart. And so like they're using other things. That's why I say unplugging is like very important because y'all are taking other people's lives and letting it stress you out, or letting the stress of other people's lives play into your life, and you ain't even got them problems.
Could you unplug for 30 days?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it in June. Actually,
really?
To be honest with you.
I did it in the beginning of last year.
Cause June, I
did it in a while.
I have no like events because I always like to be on social media when I have like events going on because like I just like making
my
posts.
birthday's in June. Event.
I can't do it.
Because
it's not because like all the
I can't do it because of this.
No, all the stupid shit like it goes on Facebook and Twitter. I can do without that shit. Mm-hmm. But I am a person that likes to know what the fuck is going on around me in the world. Yeah, just like that. Cause like when I was on the cruise, I didn't get the package, whatever, for your Wi-Fi and stuff like that. I didn't get that.
But didn't you feel much better? Like I felt stress free.
I felt stress free when I was doing stuff, but when I had downtime. It's kind of like I'm on this water and I feel like I'm away from everything. Like, what's going on?
Like, I'm about to do it for a week, not this week. Next weekend, I'm not gonna have my I'm just gonna get off here.
So my thing is like I don't need for like the social media part where I can do without that shit, but just for like what's going on in the world and around me. You know what I'm saying? Not doing it.
I think I'm gonna when I take my break. I mean, of course, I'm gonna still participate in like the podcast stuff, like all the social media for the podcast. So I can get news through that maybe. But like as far as like my personal Twitter, my personal Facebook and Instagram, I'm not gonna use any of those. I may use Snapchat because Snapchat really ain't shit, just taking pictures. But
it's really just you.
Yeah, it's just really me. But like any of the stuff where I can get information or ideas from other people, I want to cut that out for like 30 days. And so I think for like the month of June, that's what I'm going to try to do. And so like I would advise everybody to kind of take that into account. Not that you have to unplug completely for 30 days or nothing, but learn how to separate.
For 3 days and see what happens.
Give yourself a couple days to just not pull in any other outside information.
I never realized how much I wake up and I get on this.
Oh yeah, I do it every morning.
As soon as you wake up, the first thing you grab is your phone.
Yes. Yeah. I was like, but my alarm's on there. But I'm talking about I get on. I used to, now I don't. Yeah. I'd be like, nah. But I still get on. I'm at the gym, so I guess it's the same thing, too.
You're still doing it in the morning time.
Yeah.
Get your fix.
Yeah, you're trying to see what the hell's going on around you and stuff like that.
See, I don't. That's crazy. I don't really go down the timeline for my Instagram. I just post my shit and I keep going.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Posting is different. Like, if you just posting your shit, like on Instagram, Facebook, whatever, if you just posting, then that's one thing. But it's getting involved in all the other shit and everybody else's stuff that really gets you.
I had to stop going through it, like, this weekend because all I seen was, like, a black boy getting choked at the Waffle House. Another one got tased and killed off a bike. The policeman did. It was too many down my timeline, and the point I was like, "Who? Damn."
That was gonna be my other point. Is that like not just celebrity shit, like just stories.
It was making me so sad. I hate to see it.
Those stories are gonna affect you.
I was already feeling frustrated, and that was even worse. Like I was like, "Fuck America."
That's what, and exactly what Ashley said is what I'm saying. Like we already have enough shit to worry about in our own lives.
I'm gonna try to figure out how to pay these motherfucking bills, and I gotta do this shit.
We got bills. We got all kinds of other stuff to worry about. We just adding to that stress by saying, "Okay, oh damn, somebody got choked. Damn, somebody got killed. Oh damn, somebody's relationship falling apart." Like all this shit is just you piling on stress when your life is stressful enough. You don't need any extra.
And then that's another thing too. Not like I say, you're talking about celebrities and stuff like that. People that you see on social media that you get invested in their lives. People that you do know. Yeah, you kind of need to step away from that shit and focus on yourself because if you're a helpful person, you will try to reach out to somebody. Hey, you okay? Blah blah. Sometimes you just need to sit the fuck back and just let them live their lives. Let them figure out what they gonna do.
Don't worry, they'll come to you.
Let them get some help. Let them get their own help. And me personally, and this is from me because I know a lot of people do it with me, and I'm not saying that people can't reach out to me because I like when people reach out to me. And especially because they be like, I think I need therapy, I need counseling. I'm like, okay, cool. I can work with you and I can get you to a therapist or I can, talk to you until you find one.
Prescription for us.
I can't write prescriptions.
And we don't need to talk.
Yeah, well, exactly. But anyway, so like my thing is like, I've had to tell other people because they're like, oh, well, I have a friend that's going through this and I don't know what to do. I'm really trying to help them. They're schizophrenic, blah, blah, blah. And they're like weighed down with all the stuff that their friend is going through. And I understand, like, you really want to help people. And so, like, when you hear about them doing something or you see that they're having an episode on Facebook, because we've talked about that on here before, about seeing people post a whole bunch of stuff on Facebook and stuff and noticing that they're having an episode. And then your first thought is, I want to help. And I'm going to do something to help them. And your day can't go by until you help them. And then, so like, now you stress the fuck out. And
is it fucked up that I be like, I'm going to let that nigga figure what's wrong with
That's not fucked up. That's what I'm saying. Like, that,
I don't
sometimes
think I can
that
help
helps.
you. Like, I was like,
At the end of the day, self-preservation is most important. Like, you can direct people to the right way in order for them to get help. But you can't save everybody. And I tell people that because me, myself, as a therapist, I've dealt with suicidal clients and things like that. And at the end of the day, I have to know that I'm doing my job. But then if anything happens outside of me actually doing my job, I know that I've done everything that I can. I've gotten them in touch with everybody that I can. I've gotten them to prevention lines. I've gotten them to rehab and all of that kind of stuff. Once I've done my duty, I can't hold it anymore. Because if I hold it for everybody that I'm trying to help,
you're going to break down.
I'm going to break down.
Yeah.
And so like people that aren't in the helping profession, y'all can't hold on to shit either. Like, you can't hold on to everybody else's problems. You got enough problems for yourself. Handle your own shit. That's the woosah for today is handle your own shit, forget everybody else.
That's a good woosah. Man, I feel that. I wrote that on my board the other day. Take care of yourself first.
Take care of yourself
It's
first.
not selfish to make sure that you get it first.
Okay, so I used to do this in one of the speaking engagements I had. So there's this thing where you get on an airplane and they tell you to secure your oxygen mask first.
And then you help the other person, right?
And now, do you know why they say that?
So I'm able to help that person. Got to take care of me first.
Because if you don't put your oxygen...
Look at you.
Because if you don't put your oxygen mask on, you will pass the fuck out.
I can't help Becky.
You can't help
Becky
nobody.
over there like, oh, this bitch is passed out. Like, can't help
So,
her.
like, this motherfucker's on the plane... In using this analogy, these motherfuckers on the plane running around trying to secure everybody else's oxygen mask, passing the fuck out because they can't handle their own shit.
Right.
So handle your shit first. And then, you know, if you want to help somebody out, that's fine. But there's too much stress in your own life to be worrying about stressing other people's lives. Emily B ain't worried about you. Don't worry about her.
Hell nah. Really, people was mad? I knew she was going back.
Beyonce ain't worried about Jay-Z cheating.
Like,
why are you still worried about it?
Because people feel betrayed. They like when they go back, they be like, what kind of shit is that?
I used to feel like that too, though, with friends. I used to feel like that till I realized, man, you gonna do it. Oh, well.
But like the Beehive is like still mad at Jay-Z because he cheated and Beyonce still with him. So I'm like, why are y'all still stressed?
They mad? They not mad.
No, they mad.
Nigga, they
They
mad.
still mad?
Yeah, they told her to shut up.
They got mad. They mad that she's doing a tour with him. They're like, why do you even need him?
They're
Don't do
still
a tour.
going. It's gonna be sold
Because of
out.
her. Because of her. But they like, he don't need to be there. Like
Is that why
they say
he
she don't
didn't
need that
have-
opening act.
Yeah.
No, don't do that. She
Yeah.
created that monster.
Yeah.
And right, but that's what I'm saying. Beyonce fine with it. Why are you still stressed? Like, why are other people still stressed?
But this is the world we live in. We live into where the Beehive has been created, or people, the Trump supporters, or the Bernie Sanders people, whatever. Where it's like groupthink. It's like you have tribalism.
Yep.
Yeah.
And like everybody.
Like you see Cardi B got off of IG.
Yeah, she was getting beat up. She was getting beat up in the store 2 days ago.
That's fucked up.
They are attacking Cardi B now. Like they've gone all out for Cardi B now.
I don't understand why they doing it to that girl. Like that's really, she's pregnant.
I think they tired of her.
I'm not tired. I'm talking about.
And plus, that like something came out about her saying something about dark skinned women or something like that, and then so like everybody came at her about that.
No, she because that was that Azalea Banks interview.
Yeah, she talked about Azalea, but she didn't say about dark skinned women.
I don't know. Somehow people were interpreting it.
She said
as a light
something
skin
about
versus dark skin
because
thing.
she brought it up like that. But as she said before, why are you so concerned about what I just feel like I'm so tired of women of color putting each other down left and right.
And you know what?
We are real good at that shit. We
so-
will tear each other down. Now y'all wasn't worried about that bitch when she was a stripper, her teeth were fucked up, she was on Love and Hip Hop, but now she's like #1 on the charts. Oh, we gotta bring her down.
The thing is, okay, so this is what I'm gonna tell y'all, then we're gonna end this. But the thing that I've realized is that a lot of things that people argue about online, like the light skin, dark skin thing, like it's real shit. Like it's real arguments. But if you talking about like the people that you directly deal with, if that shit don't come up in y'all's conversation, then it shouldn't stress you. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
So-
But like people are mad about the dark skin, light skin conversation because people online are having it. Like, nigga, that don't have shit to do with you.
Basically.
Like, you're stressing yourself over some shit that don't even bother you.
Well, she like the shit with the Donald Glover thing. He got a white wife, but doing this.
Yeah,
Right.
my
That's what I'm
homeboy really
saying.
got on my ass because I was like, I'll date any color I want. He was like, well, I choose black women. You should be happy I choose. I said, we don't really want you anyway.
It's
That's my
just,
homeboy though.
yeah, that whole
I'm like,
generalization
nigga,
thing
We
just
don't
fucks
want
people
you. I was just playing with him. He was just like, Ashley, you're just a sellout.
Because we're talking, you can love who you want to love,
That's
but then
it.
as soon as you love somebody different,
They
it's
don't
some
like that
bullshit.
shit. But
Yeah.
you didn't want me. Y'all wasn't checking for me till I got, Tom over here.
Hey, it be like that, man. Tom, Billy, you can have all them hoes. But, so we're gonna wrap it up. Anyway, y'all got any shout outs or anything before we get the fuck out of here?
No.
That's about it.
Okay.
No
well,
shout outs.
Well, we're going ahead and wrap it up. If the drop will be at the beginning of the episode. If you have any questions or anything, make sure y'all shoot it to us. Especially if y'all have comments about today's conversation. I know a lot of people have college degrees out there, so y'all might have some shit to say.
It's whatever actions on the podcast that y'all got. So, go to the email or hit us in the inbox and let us know.
Yeah, shoot us some questions and stuff because we're gonna start answering more questions online. I mean, on the air too. I mean, because we have conversations in the group me and stuff, but I want to actually have a few more questions answered on the air also.
Yeah, so as always, we hope you
laughed a little.
Learned a lot.
Learned a lot.
You know what I'm saying? And we hope we've helped you find the remedy to all those what's ailing you out here in the society. This is What's the Remedy podcast.
All right, we holla at y'all.
You better be home. When them street lights on. Hey, when the street lights on. Hey, when the street lights on. They ain't doing nothing but wrong. When them street lights on. Hey, when the street lights on. Cause when the street lights on.